Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Now this is kind of somewhat of like a message to Ubisoft, like a message to Assassin's Creed. It's kind of casual, it's nothing, super formal. I just wanted to, if Ubisoft watch this is kind of, I think it's an important thing from me. Not necessarily, I don't want to claim, this is what the entire community think. I just want to, this is from me. This is from me as an Assassin's Creed fan, and I kind of wanted to talk about this. So, for some reason, YouTube keeps recommending to me my old Assassin's Creed 3 Let's Play. I don't know why, like when I first played it through, and I was watching a bit of it, and some stuff that I talked about back in 2012 was just, it really kind of resonated with me now, and I'm like, I remember feeling that way about Assassin's Creed, and it's the way I want to feel again, and I kind of think that it's best if I just let my young, passionate Assassin's Creed fan self talk about Assassin's Creed back in 2012. Now, bear in mind, I was somewhat biased towards Assassin's Creed, however, rightly so, because the first 4 games were absolute fucking masterpieces, and I loved them, and so I was balls deep in Assassin's Creed, and I was somewhat blinded by that while playing Assassin's Creed 3. I wish I can look back at it now, and I can think, okay, it's not, as good as I thought it was at the time. However, at the time, I definitely loved AC3, just because of mostly the modern day. That's the reason I played Assassin's Creed, is because of the story, the ongoing modern day. I fucking loved it. And so, there might be some things that you're like, okay, James, that's not really true, maybe just relax a little bit, but give it a listen. And this was me at the time, playing through Assassin's Creed 3 for the first time ever, and this is the stuff that I talked about. I also want to point out that the quality is going to be a little bit shit, and also I was younger, because obviously this is, 5 years ago now, so yeah, just bear that in mind when you're watching the clip, because it's a bit fucking atrocious.
I can't wait, I'm shaking with excitement. Come on, let's get into it.
I've got pictures, running diagnostics. Perfect, I've got a nice strong signal. Just a heads up, there's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
Okay. I've got to climb. I love these Desmond missions. I just love Desmond in general. I don't understand why people have so much hate for him. What's wrong with Desmond? What's he ever done to deserve, so much hate? He's such a good, well-designed character, Balls. That was my fault. He's such a good character, and his story is, the most amazing thing ever, and Ubisoft have worked so hard, and people just nah, Desmond's rubbish just because he doesn't run around stabbing people. That's not what Assassin's Creed's about. Well, half of it is, but the other half's the most amazing story ever created, and that's pretty much the reason why I buy Assassin's Creed, because of the most amazing story. And then how they combine the story with the music and the speeches and the quotes and everything in Assassin's Creed is just put together so well to make the best thing ever created.
And essentially, those thoughts that I had while playing Assassin's Creed 3 are the thoughts that I want to have back. I remember feeling that way, that Assassin's Creed to me was the best story ever created, ever. I fucking loved it. I remember just, after 1, I would analyze the glyphs that were all over Abstergo. I would analyze the emails. I was so into that cryptic, tracking down what was going on kind of story. And then Assassin's Creed 2 just fucking expanded on everything by making it part of the main game. There was so much cryptic stuff, so much mystery. Fucking loved it. The way everything wasn't told to you. You kind of had to work shit out, and you'd be like, this will be explained in the next game. This will have a thing, it'll have a purpose. Everything felt crafted by a fucking genius. It felt perfect. And, we got through to Brotherhood, and, I remember being so excited for Brotherhood, specifically because what drove me forward when playing Assassin's Creed was the modern day overarching storyline, because it was just so full of just amazing story. It was just so fantastic, and it was just the best thing ever to continue with. And every time a new game came out, you got to advance this amazing storyline that kept going. It was this is getting so good, and we got to 3 and it cut it off, and it was okay, but now what? Because we still have faith, because the modern day in 3 wasn't awful by any means. It was still a good modern day. It wasn't 2 Brotherhood level. It was very different, but it was still good. And it still had the cryptic stuff from Juno and the little messages, and then, of course, the ending was, it felt kind of rushed, but as well, that could lead on to so many things, and it just didn't. And, 4 just didn't have the same feel, and then we had Unity, and we had Rogue, and we had Syndicate, and we've been stalling, and nothing's been happening, and it's it's just, I miss what made Assassin's Creed. It was that relationship with the modern day characters, their ongoing narrative that continued through each game to progress the series forwards, and the way the characters interacted with each other, the way they referenced things that happened in the past as if it was one big thing rather than separate things of the same franchise, the way that Desmond would talk about Lucy, the way they'd reference Altair, the way that he'd talk about Ezio, the way that things would intertwine and things would matter, and things that happened and they weren't just for that game, they happened. And in Assassin's Creed 3, talk about things that happened in Assassin's Creed 1, and that would matter, and the way you go back to Abstergo, and when you activate Eagle Vision when you're there in Assassin's Creed 3, you can still see Subject 16's writing on the walls and on the ground. And stuff like that. Assassin's Creed used to get all the little things right in terms of story and subtlety. And that's what makes a game great. Just the small little things like that. Because without them, Assassin's Creed isn't Assassin's Creed. And without the modern day, Assassin's Creed isn't what I played it for. It's just the ancestor story. And it's not got any... There's not enough substance there for me that I would play it without the modern day. And if anyone from Ubisoft listens to this, honestly, I think that what I'm saying does resonate with a lot of people in the community, and I think that what we really want as hardcore Assassin's Creed fans that just adore the franchise and will stick with it because we want it to get better, is we want what the first 4, possibly 5 games had in terms of the modern day. And I just hope we can get a new arc going. I hope we can get this somewhere. I just wanted to make this video because I found it and I was like, I need to talk about this. I need to raise this point in a video because the way I describe everything was perfect. Assassin's Creed is not just about stabbing people. Sure, half the game is about that, but the other half is the storyline. It's this mysterious, ongoing, overarching narrative. And that's something that we've lost. And Syndicate really is just about stabbing people. There is no overarching narrative there, really. There's mentions, but the overarching narrative isn't game localized anymore. It's... The overarching narrative is... It feels more like the overarching narrative is just lore now. It's not a narrative. It's just different things that are happening in different forms of media, and that's the modern day now. There is no narrative, which we need to get back. Because... in Unity, in Syndicate, in 4, in Rogue, those games, the modern day is... It's not a narrative, it's things that are happening to tell us what the modern day is doing, whereas the first 5 Assassin's Creed games, there was a clear narrative there. Desmond was the protagonist, he was the main character, he progressed the games forward, he progressed the franchise forward, but now... there is no Desmond, and so the comics have lore that adds to the modern day, the novels have lore that adds to the modern day, the movie has lore that adds to the modern day, the games have lore that add to the modern day, but there is no narrative. It's just lore. It's bits of lore and things that are happening in the background, as opposed to an actual ongoing narrative storyline. And that's what I miss. And there's so many people that I think will be like, I don't care about the modern day, and that's fine. You don't have to care about the modern day. But Assassin's Creed fans care about the modern day, because that's what Assassin's Creed is. It's in the game from the beginning, and the fact you don't like it possibly means you don't like the game. Because Assassin's Creed 1 through 3 had the modern day as a huge aspect, and people were like, I hate the modern day, oh, it's so shit, but it's but that's what the game is, so just don't play it. If you don't like it, don't play it. It's not, you can't, and I mean, it got to Ubisoft eventually, because they fucking tried to remove it, and it's Jesus Christ, you made such a bad mistake, but people saying the modern day needs to go, I don't like the modern day, they removed it, and now the game's just this empty piece of shit. I used to love Assassin's Creed. I used to remember Assassin's Creed Day, when Assassin's Creed was released that year, was the best day of the year for me. I fucking loved it. That's why I made my channel. It's why I still cover it, because I remember feeling like that when I was younger. It was just the best thing ever, because I fucking loved Assassin's Creed, and I still love the first 5 games in terms of the overarching narrative to this day, because it's just so exciting. That's what it was. It was just such an exciting experience every time a new Assassin's Creed game was released. And just getting to find out how in the modern day, because you got, for Brotherhood when that was coming out, you got the Ezio storyline. That was talked about. There was, with Assassin's Creed 1, Altair, with AC3, Connor, but they never spoke about the modern day. They give little tidbits here and there. There'd be little things on social media. It was that thing in the background that was, this is for the hardcore fans. That's why we're still doing it. It's because the fans love it. And the games will appeal to other people because they can play as Ezio, they can play as Connor, they can play as Altair, they can have a good time in that world. But for the hardcore Assassin's Creed fans, here's this modern day storyline that you're so deeply invested to. Here's these cryptic messages on Twitter. Here's these pictures you don't understand on the website. Here's some more cryptic messages within the game that you can decipher within your community online. That's what the modern day was, and it was fucking beautiful. As well as the narrative, it had so much, so much mystery to it. It was just outstanding, and if anyone from Ubisoft is out there, if anyone's listening, this comes from my heart. This is passion right here. I loved the modern day. I loved Assassin's Creed through the first 5 games in terms of overarching narrative. You guys know I didn't like Connor. I'm not even going to get into that because, just accept that it's a differing opinion. One day I'll fully explain. I do explain something on Kill Chronicle, but one day I'll fully explain why, and hopefully you'll be able to understand. It's not anything I have against actors or against writers, or I just don't relate or that kind of thing. There's so much critical thinking that goes into disliking Connor, and I can't even begin to explain why. But in terms of modern day, you guys know what I've talked about. You guys know all this. I just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to discuss it because it's fucking just triggering me. And what I talked about in that Assassin's Creed 3 Let's Play is still so true, and I just wanted to bring it up. But that's it for this video. Jesus Christ. So I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion. If you did, hit that like button because that'd be much appreciated. This is different to what I've been doing. I've been trying to do a lot of funny videos that are just entertaining and a good time to make, but I did want to make this video, and so I decided, to make it because I know you guys enjoy it anyways, so it's good. But I've been trying to switch up my content recently, kind of do things that are more fun and quirky and entertaining and different, rather than just, the normal Assassin's Creed discussions, bringing up topics, that kind of thing. I just want to have fun because YouTube is a bit of fun, and I like making funny videos that are more funny. But this was a serious discussion. I kind of just wanted to talk about it because Assassin's Creed is fucking important to me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Leaping from my places, rivers are flowing red. Now we're defying, now we're uniting. Go watching from the skies, these streets are burning up. They're starting fights here. I'm gonna take it to 'em all.